Hi. How are ya? I think I'm here. Not exactly sure. Hold on, let me get my other thingy up here and get that going, and then get my chat. Pop out chat. And now go back over here and open up the chat. Hello. Well, the first one in at 9:22 was Dusty Country Garage. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. And then, of course, my old standby, it was Troy and Sarah. Hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Jimmy and that other person. What a twit, huh? I think Troy's probably, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Troy is still in recovery mode. He had some scary stuff going on a while back. So he's still in therapy and all kinds of stuff. He has to be careful and not push it too far. Right, Troy? We got to keep you healthy and make sure everything goes good and keeps healing properly. Yeah, stop being mean to Sarah. No being mean to Sarah. I'm hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. That's an oldie. Wow. That was a blast from the past. Hitching a ride. I'm trying to think of who did it. Oh, now you know. I'm going to have to go look it up on a counter. Vanity Fair? 1970. Yeah, that's an oldie. Hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. Dee-dee-dee. Gotta make it home before the morning's light. Hello, Paul. How are you, my friend? Should I post I'm going to post a link just because I can. Paste. And, oh, stop doing that, you stupid little pin message. There. Just in case. Okay. We have 8 people watching. Huh.
What's that?
There you are. Hello, my friend.
Hey, Lori, how are you tonight?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Well, I'm living in a weird part of the world, I guess. The radar has been showing it's been raining here for about 4 or 5 hours, and it finally started sprinkling a little bit ago. Yeah.
That's very strange.
That's believe it or not, they call it Virga rain, and I'm like,
It's sitting up there and it's coming down, but it's just
not
it's
reaching the ground.
just yeah.
And I don't have any trouble with that. I said then if that's Virga rain when I fall, could I Virga fall? I won't ever hit the ground that way.
Because baby, it's a long way down.
Yeah. Well, the older I get, the more it hurts when I land.
No kidding. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
And there's Jimmy. Oh my goodness! I gotta switch over. There. That's what I gotta do.
How's it going?
Hello, Jimmy. I'm guessing Sarah's somewhere in the background.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen.
I can hear a little bit of an echo back there.
I'm working on it. Sorry.
Yeah, she didn't turn the TV down in time.
Hello.
My TV in the kitchen is like a minute behind, so I didn't know you'd pulled him up. So
It's her fault.
As soon as I saw him there, I said, "Oh, that's Jimmy. Okay, I can pull him up."
he's running our channel tonight while I run back and forth.
I see.
I double timed it today. Triple time.
Triple time.
Hey, Paul.
How's it going?
Good. I had my girls listening on your Bible study Wednesday night.
Sometimes things go awry in the Bible study. That's the way
Well,
that goes.
I parked him in front of the computer and I was like, "You two need Jesus. Sit down. Listen to Paul." We're going to take advantage of this.
Some of my kids are a little bit rambunctious, and
Just a little.
We've noticed it runs in the same cycle as the moon.
Huh.
Yeah.
When it's a full moon, they're nuts.
Yeah, they go a little wackadoodle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have a good time. I'm really always amazed when I begin to teach something the way I did it Wednesday night that they know some details, and sometimes they'll catch on to weird details that I might overlook. So, and I know it's hard in 20 minutes to do an exhaustive study of anything really.
Yeah.
But they got a long time to get to all the details. I mean, I still find things when I go back and read it that I didn't see before, and it's good.
Yep. It is. That's why you study the Bible, because you always find new things in it, and you say, "Oh, you know what? That's I remember. I think that's what that means."
I got to know him better. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And don't feel bad about parking your girls in front of the TV and saying you need Jesus, because we've got some in that class that I would like to do that with. I'd like, can you just sit still? We need to. I want to teach you about Jesus, but
Like that girl that was standing behind you, behind the board, sticking
yeah,
her tongue out.
yeah,
I
she
want to slap her.
they was getting in there in the comments. There was a couple of them had it queued up on their phone and was making comments too. And I'm like, you guys are here. You don't have to make comments on the live video, but of course they did. I tell you though, that young lady's been going to that church since before I started there,
Wow.
and she really comes from a home life that's not ideal, and she'd be riding the van to church. It's heartbreaking. She'd be riding the van to church and get a call on her phone, and it's her mom telling her that she wants to be able to be a part of her life, but her dad won't let her because they're divorced, and her mom got off into drugs. And I've actually heard that girl tell her mom, "Listen, if you want to be a part of my life, get clean and stay clean. You could probably get there then." And I'm like, to hear those words come out of a 12, 14-year-old kid's mouth, they shouldn't be having
Yeah.
to deal with that stuff. But they
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
I know. I've seen it happen so many times. It's sad.
How old are your kids, Sarah, Jimmy?
Well,
We have
we have a blended family.
blended.
So he starts it off with 22, 20, and 16. And then my girls, he's got boys, and my girls are newly 18, 16, 13, and 10.
Wow.
That's
You got a big
yeah,
bunch.
boy.
Yeah,
You got
so
a big bunch to watch over.
we got 7 kids.
Yeah.
One of my sons
5 and a half are
Lives-
still at home
moved out, so he's not here all the time. He's supposed to be here this weekend
for Easter.
for Easter, but
Mhm.
he doesn't stay here. I have my oldest and my youngest with me,
Yeah, and then I've got all 4 of my girls
which are all here
right
now.
behind us.
They ought to be doing dishes then.
The 13-year-old's in charge of dishes. Look, she heard dishes.
Oh,
But the 2 youngest are who I sent to you. I was like,
Yeah.
sit, listen,
Listen to this guy. He's a weirdo.
you know. But no, I mean, my 16-year-old's severely autistic, so it's
Mhm.
hard for us to get to church, you
Yeah.
know,
We
with her.
can't turn her loose
Yeah,
anywhere in public, really, because
No.
she can become very violent with different things and never know when she could be sporadic and just lash out at someone. And we
Yeah.
have to watch her
so it was hard, and
very
then
much.
that came up Wednesday, and I was like, wait a minute, girl,
I know him.
know him? Because I'm still learning when everyone goes live. So
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like, we're gonna sit down and listen, learn
I
something.
did that first time I did that on Wednesday night. I don't know. It's been more than a month ago. I didn't tell him I was going to do it, and I just set the phone on the podium there and videoed it. Lisa gave me heck about having it aimed right up my nose, and tried to do better. So I got a dead rubber chicken with its head knocked off to lay my phone against, so that it doesn't aim right up my nose to make Lisa happy. But the
Right.
first time that I put that up, I don't remember if I even told anybody I was going to do it. And we had like 250 people watch part of it live.
yep.
And I was really surprised about that. The numbers kind of went back now that it's become more of a regular thing. But as long as we're having it at the church, it's not hard to do, and I get good enough service with my phone that I can do it there. And so we'll probably continue to do that about 20 after 7 or 10 after 7 on Wednesday nights.
Yep. I get a little notification now every time it goes on
Good.
because
mod for
I
me.
turned on the notifications
Mhm.
through Firefox, and now I get every single notification whether I want to or not.
Yeah, I still have to click on some of those to get notifications when somebody puts up the notice they're going to have it. But I figured out I can't put up a notice that I'm going to go live on. I haven't figured out how to put it up on my phone, and if I put it up on my computer, I can't access it from my phone. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
I don't. I would have to have the church's Wi-Fi to take my computer there and do it. I just need a Johnny Gillum to figure it all out for me and then write it down on paper.
And figure,
And then I
yeah.
really still couldn't follow it. So
You need one of those kids
Yeah,
that are
he definitely made
good
me
every day to
second
help you out.
guess. Like his new turkey hunting video came out today, and
Yeah.
he's making me second guess how I video when I go hunting myself, because it's difficult to set your camera down and walk past it and then go back and get it, on the way to your stand whenever
Mhm.
you're trying to get there quietly and, do things that way. Turkey hunting's different. You don't have to be totally quiet. You do and you don't, the same sense, but
Yeah.
I didn't film like that because I just try to get to my stand and I do most of my filming once I get there instead of
Well,
trying to film.
90% of the farm videos that I make, I'm not in them. So,
That's true.
you go back and watch the stuff that I videoed, you might catch my boys doing something or see what I'm doing from my vantage point of it. And
Yep. We might see your
actually,
hands and your arms every once in a while, but
I tell you
Yep.
what, she filmed today when I built this little goat shed after I got home from work. I put together the goat shed. I'm hoping last the storms tonight. If they're gonna storms show up, I'm hoping it doesn't tear it up. But we filmed all that, so we're in that. So we got another video coming soon.
what's really nice is if you can shoot one that you don't have to do a whole bunch of editing to, because and it's different for different people, but I've learned to do all my filming with my phone because it has the app on it I can do editing with, and it also loads stuff up quicker than what I could put it to something else and load it
See
or
what I
any.
do, because I'm on a hunting channel with Ron and Ryder. I use video cameras. I can't find my GoPro, but I got a GoPro and I got a video camera that I film with, and I just take those camera chips to Ron, and he takes that and puts it in his computer, and he does all the editing on the main channel at Slam Chance Outdoors and puts it on all that on there. I have nothing to do with it. I just give him the footage, and he makes the videos.
Yeah.
And then on mine, I just come up with the shorts and stuff. I just put 2 on there because of Johnny talking about shooting stuff in the yard. I put a little armadillo short that the things get out here in my mom and dad's horse pasture and dig holes and terrorize our horses and stuff. So I popped one with my bow and arrow out there one day. So I put a little short on my channel with an arrow sticking in it, and I said, "Not you."
My
you
my
and I-
father-in-law calls them a possum on a half shell.
yeah, they
we-
do.
belly up.
They tear up pasture real quick.
We've got a few of them around here. You see them dead on the road, but we see what live ones once in a while.
Yeah, I don't let you stand.
They'll keep you. Them and a herd of turkeys will keep you from finding any of them morels. We're at the right time here, or just maybe barely past the right time to have mushrooms, and the ground moisture's been really poor. We've been really dry, so that plus I think there's about a 30 to 50 population herd of turkeys that runs on the 2 mile sections that I own land on, and
Wow.
my help went and looked the other day, and he said every place we thought there might be some, the ground was all scratched up. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's turkeys or armadillos, but one of them.
Yeah, I found me and Ron went to his property not far from where we live, pretty close together, about 4 miles apart. That's the first time I ever found that many mushrooms, and I felt privileged to go over there. And he cooked them up for us later that day. But man, we found a bunch last year. We didn't get to. I think we missed our opportunity this year, but we didn't get rain when we needed it, and then when we got it, we didn't get a chance to get out when we needed to, and then it came too much rain to even do anything. And then we got rain coming today that's supposed to be raining all the way to Sunday. It ain't supposed to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're putting us up there in the between 5 and 7 inches, but that's where they had us in the last rainfall event, and we got 1.75 inches. And so
Sometimes I wonder where these guys are getting their meteorology degrees, because
well, they all get their information from the same place because when they go to predicting it, they all predict the same thing.
yeah,
Well,
it's all from the National Weather Service.
yeah, they put all their information into a computer, and the computer's the one that gives them the data back, and it can be this way or that way. It's all digital coming up with that information.
And that's the reason there's not a lot of people with gray hair doing weather right now.
Yeah.
We'd have trouble figuring out the computer. Yep. So, Jimmy, do you find your mushrooms then in certain spots? Is there telltales?
Well, I ain't big on finding mushrooms. I mean, I found two a couple years ago right here behind my house when I was shed hunting, and it was just I don't know, it's just weird how I just looked down. There's two mushrooms. Didn't find anything else. I looked around, just like they always say, you'll see more. Well, there was no more. There was just two. And then Ron invited me over there on the side of his ridges and stuff that run on this other property. Is some down in a swampy place, which is where they say this stuff, more mushrooms grow. I was over there and walked around. I was looking for sheds. And then when I came over there, I seen a mushroom, and then I seen another one and another one. That's the time I was like, "Dadgum!" They was all around me before I even knew it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know no secret. I ain't no secret mushroom hunter. I got deer sheds, but it's the mushrooms. I don't know.
Yeah, the telltale in my area is sycamore trees. Sycamore trees grow where there's a certain kind of dirt, and them mushrooms, those morels, grow where there's sycamore trees at. And so you can figure out if there's a patch of sycamore trees, or you're highly likely to find some of those mushrooms there. But as far as a trick to knowing where to find sheds, I can't tell you either, because we find them right out in the open. We find them in the woods. I found one walking by a rock pile.
Well, I don't know. I just walked fence rows and the trails that come up to our property, and then we got neighbor's property that we walk on behind our place. It's only 60 acres. We only have 20 acres, and there's 60. And every year I go back there and find them, but it's only because Dad feeds these deer year round, and they stick around after season and long enough to where they drop them.
Yep.
You know, but it's around the trails. I found one was in the old road just the other day. Just last week, I found another one on a spot we didn't get to the first time.
Boy, you're sure getting up in his personal space there.
That doesn't exist anymore. There is
I'm
no
trying to read comments over here.
There is no.
You know how to tell how much of that screen you own, Jimmy? None of it.
None.
It's all her.
How often do you see me on the screen here lately when it says Circle J Homestead? It's not me. It's her, baby. I'm just here to make it somewhat look good. You know, it's.
Watch out. You don't want to lose that thumb.
Fix my plate.
I've heard that morels also grow around oak trees.
Yeah, certain kinds of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a soil thing too. Certain types of those oak trees like a certain type of soil where it's wetter and everything. But I've got some friends down at Disney, Oklahoma, that went hunting for morels, and they almost always find some on their place, and they didn't find any either. And I don't know whether it's a weather thing that's caused it,
It's
but
the rain just was hit and miss when it should have been moist. It wasn't, and then it
yeah,
became too moist. You couldn't even get out. And now
I think I don't know why, but they came home with a whole armload of asparagus that they'd found growing out in the wild, and I'm like,
oh, okay, that's
that ain't bad. That ain't
no,
bad.
that's good too. I like asparagus.
That's
They cook
that's
that right up.
definitely a good thing.
Wild onions is another thing that I like to find because those are definitely a treat.
I've seen Troy Sutton had a bunch of ramps. He was freezing them, I think, and then thawing them back out and making. What was it he was eating? He had it on a short that I watched a while ago. May have been ramps with eggs, which is it's like those wild onions. Maybe
Troy,
he's
what
still
you
in
cooking?
there.
Troy, you got some wild onions, Troy?
I didn't see him. I didn't see a video with him making anything with ramps.
Yeah.
Or onions.
I mean, last time, babe, when I was at Ron's, when I walked around at Ron's, man, there was a ton of wild onions, but I didn't pick any of them. I mean, a ton of them.
We have a bunch of them on campus.
It takes some of them to do anything with.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
they-
was, I mean, you could have filled up sacks after sacks after sacks of them over there. And that's the
I
first
used-
time I've seen them like that.
Apparently, he dehydrated them.
Yeah, he was dehydrating some of them.
Apparently,
He's gonna
my
freeze some of them.
grandmother used to just really love to fix some of those wild onions with scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, that's what I,
That was really good.
yeah, that's supposed to be what I've always heard. I mean, you can make them
He was
anything with
killing
onions. You can cook them.
Pickling them. That's what he was doing. Pickling. He was going to pickle some. He was going to pickle the bulbs, and he was going to dehydrate the tops.
Yeah. Yeah, what she said. She said.
He said, she said.
What she said.
That's
Yeah. Gets backwards on here. You got to be careful who you're pointing at.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
She's making marry me chicken. I
Oh,
guess she's hinting on something.
hamburger.
I don't know what that is.
Ooh, that sounds good. And I'm not even hungry.
Mushroom.
Sausage and hamburger and mushroom and ramp cream sauce over pasta. That sounds yummy.
Troy, did you make enough for us all?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, we'll be over.
It might take me a while to get there, but
Definitely all of us. It's going to take us all a while to get there.
yeah, since he's in West Virginia,
I bet it'd be cold before we got there. Mm.
yeah, probably would.
I got some people that I've watched almost since I started a YouTube channel that are over in, I think they're in Virginia, but they could be in West Virginia. The name of their channel is Outdoors with Larry and Robin, and they cut up firewood and they do some other stuff on their property. They used to try to grow cattle, but they're both getting up there past retirement age, and they've got a machine like I've got to make firewood with. But Larry has fell off into having some health problems, and the doctors can't seem to figure it out. It acts like stroke, but he doesn't have the loss of some of his motor skills like would come along with stroke. And it's made them just pretty near completely quit making videos. They got some help, kids that live not terribly far from them that'll come and help them and stuff. But yeah, lift old Larry and Robin up in your prayers. They could sure use some.
Absolutely.
I hadn't seen it. They no video from them for 2 or 3 weeks, and they was putting out a couple of weeks. So I I commented on one of their videos, and she had commented back saying that talking about Larry's condition, and it was getting worse. His problem started off, he'd fall, and then like within a month of when that started, you could tell just looking at him, he was going downhill, losing muscle mass and stuff like that. Used to be a pretty healthy looking guy, and he began looking more like skin and bones.
That
But
almost sounds like Parkinson's.
yeah, he wasn't. He incredible weakness, but he did have a problem with using one of his hands. It was just like it was numb about half the time, she said. So yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. They have a little Ford pickup that they hauled their firewood on. It had a dump bed on it. So a bunch of their videos look like they might have been obscene from the title because they talk about taking a dump, but it was actually dumping firewood. Sorry if this was a family show. I just ruined it. Let me get us all off of here, all right?
Yeah, I have it set up not for kids.
At least I could tell Robin had a sense of humor when she titled one of their videos, "We took 2 dumps in one day," or something like that. It was all about dumping firewood out of their truck.
Oh, that's too funny.
There's Rebecca. I didn't see her in here earlier.
Yep, Rebecca's here, and Carla just popped in a little bit ago, and I have somebody that I picked up. You know when I did that real quickie short video where I figured out how to use my camera or how to fix my camera so it would save pictures and videos and stuff. It's like less than a minute, I think. Anyway, Berdazzle is one of the people I picked up during that. And
hey, listen, it ought to cost something to get in his space.
Do you see him? He gets in my space too.
But
Did
hey,
you see that?
it's not fair and love. What is that called? The fair game?
All's fair in war.
all's fair in love and war.
You know, it's fair exchange ain't a robbery and all that stuff, you know?
Tariffs. Just think tariff.
Oh, no. Everybody, we have a guest.
We do. What we got?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
Some yarn.
I am
I'm about to, Scotty.
working on scrubbies
Scrubbies.
for the
Yay.
meetup.
I have a couple of them.
These ones are like the American flag,
Red, white, and blue, yeah.
red, white, and blue.
I've been working on some stuff for the meetup too. I was thinking about what I'm gonna make for the potluck, and
Oh,
I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up my little grill and take down there and smoke a bunch of chicken breasts and a roll of bologna to slice up to have with our potluck.
I am going
Oh,
to
where
be.
I'm standing.
I'm going to be bringing a very big can of green beans,
Mhm.
and I'm going to make my famous green beans.
All right. Troy, the name of their channel was Outdoors with Larry and Robin. I'm sure you can find them if you'll just search that name.
I was thinking about making chicken spaghetti for the meetup.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Chicken spaghetti.
White spaghetti.
Yeah, the chicken spaghetti, the white
cheesy
the white
spaghetti?
cheesy spaghetti.
Mm.
Is that what I should make? Because I can make it in the crock pot.
You can make it, but I'm gonna go stand by Paul because he's having barbecue bologna.
Okay.
Mine's one of those deals where you set it up and put all that in there, and you get the charcoal lid off, and then you get everything set up, and you shut the lid on it for 3 hours. And so all you get to
I
smell
just
is
want to smell downwind.
once in a while a whisper of that charcoal smoke, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I was cooking."
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm cooking.
Yep. That's what
Hi,
I'm.
Mr.
That's
and
what I'm.
Mrs. Walter Job Jr. I
Hello,
don't know,
Scotty.
I don't know their real name.
I don't
We
know
have
either,
Lone
but
Cross Scotty in here.
I don't think
I intended to say hi to him as well,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter.
Yeah.
this is the bottom.
Go that way.
That's Carla.
Yeah, we're
Here's
seeing
where
it.
comes up
Mhm.
right here.
Yeah, Scotty told me to smack you because you keep
Yes, he did.
picking on
Smack
me.
him, Sarah.
So, Sarah, whenever we see you at 10 Killer, I'm going to tell you got to bend down like that, or I won't be able to recognize you.
Okay, so if you watch our videos, look at the height difference between me and him
So
in our intro.
it's only a little.
Like,
My wife comes to right at my shoulder, or a little
I
less.
call a lot of bit.
I don't even come to his shoulders. Like, seriously? Like,
Oh, wow.
barely at his shoulders.
Hey, I like short women; they're feisty.
So when we do lives,
It's like a spicy quesadilla.
when we do the lives, I have to lean over when he's sitting down, or
Yeah.
can't see my head.
It was just real fortunate for me when my wife and I were dating that her mom's house had steps.
Hi,
Yeah,
R and
we
R.
have a couple steps. Yeah,
Hello, Bonnie.
a little short.
Bonnie at R&B, R plus B roaming just came in. Hello, hello.
I'm trying to figure something out, Paul.
Uh-oh.
How's that working for you?
You have case tractors. Why would you have me make green hats for you? Bug Dale?
I asked him the same thing.
You missed it. I did that just so I could put that on and say, Dale, eat your heart out.
I was like, what?
And one of my grandkids has been here and nabbed one of those up and wouldn't let go of it. So one of them's already disappeared. But that works just fine because I am not going to need a hot hat for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not.
Yeah. I cheat that winter weather as much as I can. I know my job makes me get out in it some, but sometimes I go start the truck and come back to house. You know.
Well, think
Are you
of if you see my mother standing. My dad was 6'2", my mother was 5'3".
How tall are you?
Yeah,
Julia?
so she was at that same height that is kind of at his armpit.
I'm about 6'2". How tall are you?
5 foot even.
At my best, I was 6 foot, but I'm shrinking. Get ready for this, Jimmy. It happens. And
I feel it.
And Anita said she's 5'3". That's just kind of what she's come to just about my shoulder for a long time. So she's probably shrinking at the same rate.
Maybe.
Could be.
We're really close to the same age, 6 months apart, I think.
We're going to talk about our age.
I like that Scotty says my wife is real short and she's 5'5". That's not
Yeah, I know. Only 5'5".
only. I mean, you're my only.
I think everybody's going to be surprised how tall I am.
You're like 5'10" or something? 5'9"?
I used to be. They say I'm 5'8", but there's no way.
Yeah. Well, both of my parents had very reasonable stature, but my dad's parents were both short, and I think it was they weren't corn fed like they corn fed their kids. I don't know.
Dear me.
We just keep getting better or bigger or something. Oh.
I got taller than my grandmother and my mother, so I'm happy. But my 18-year-old is 3 inches taller than me. So sit down.
Oh, see now I can't. That's not what I want. How the heck do I put chat up?
Well, Lori, since you've got that name, I want to share a joke with you that I heard Ronald Reagan tell
Uh-oh.
on video. I never met Ronald Reagan. It seems there was these two guys. There was a clergyman and a politician that wound up at the gate to heaven at the same time. And so St. Peter took them through the formalities, and then he goes to lead them to their place of residence. And he takes the clergyman and drops him off at a one-room apartment. And the politicians got worried after that. And St. Peter says, well, what are you so worried about? You got that look. And he says, well, I'm just thinking it might not work out so good for me here. And they came to his place to be, and it was a huge mansion. And he said, how come I get a huge mansion and that man of God only got a one-room apartment? And St. Peter says, well, you got to see, here we have a little different system, and we've got lots of clergymen, but you're the only politician that's ever made it here.
Okay.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
When he starts telling jokes, you know he's about to bolt.
He's about to go. Thanks for coming up, Paul. Appreciate it. You're the only politician that's ever made it. Okay. Now I have to figure out how the heck do I put up chat? Oh, is that how I do it? No, that's just private chat.
I don't know. I don't see it on here either where I can't chat with the chatters.
Oh, it's down the bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay. Because I usually just pull up the chat from YouTube.
Right.
Because the chat on Restream goes backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
And that kind of drives me nuts because I'm used to seeing the new chat down at the bottom, and it's always up at the top.
Yeah. I was confused when I got on here because I went straight to the bottom and I was like, "Wait, that was already said." And it went to the top. Oh, there it is.
Hi, Kevin. Kevin just popped in.
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Kevin.
Hiking with Jackie Boy. Okay.
Trying to straighten this thing out.
Oh, Bonnie was asking what you're making, Rebecca. Rebecca's making.
I'm making this type scrubby. These ones are already done. See, they don't have the scrubby yarn in it. And I have 3 more to finish.
They're scrubbies. You can use them for
taking a bath.
When you're washing up, to take a bath, to take a shower or whatever.
Dishes.
You can use them for washing dishes. You can use them for all kinds of things. Anything that you want to scrub. Pots and pans. I bet they'd be great on cast iron so that you don't scratch it.
I haven't used it on the cast iron.
Because I don't think the scrubby part is strong enough to hurt the cast iron. Yeah, you could use it to wash your truck.
Okay, there's that.
They're not very big though. They're about
4 inches.
4 inches across. Yeah.
Did someone else come in?
No, that was. I'm getting notifications now, and every time I get a notification, it makes a little badonk sound.
Oh, I thought that was my computer over here doing
No,
something.
it's mine. I keep getting,
I was like, what's going on? I don't see anything.
and it always happens around the top of the hour, and on the quarter hour, and on the half hour. Did your yarn decide to tangle on you?
It did.
That's what I thought. Oh, and there's my friend from Texas.
Silver Serpent.
Yeah, just popping in to say have a wonderful stream. Just got home from work and I'm beat. Okay. Yeah, she should test and patent that. I don't know. Is that something that?
No.
No, she got that from somebody else, I guess.
I got it from YouTube.
YouTube, okay. Well, you can listen while you're doing whatever the heck, unless you're going off to bed.
Yes, it did. There was a piece of this. Let me see. This yarn, not the red, but the variegated, that was sticking out and it was white, and it's like, okay, that ain't good because I didn't keep it tight enough. There was this extra piece sticking there, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
Ah, made an extra little loopy thing.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that's not good. That's gonna look funny.
I know I could bring up another camera and you guys could watch me do this. I'm asking Lori if that's okay.
That's fine. If you want to do that, you can do that.
Add an extra camera. Here's the camera. It's there now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this like that. All you got to do is click on that one and bring it up.
There it is.
What I ended up, I'm trying to figure out a best angle to have this at, so you guys can see what I'm doing. As you can see, there's this first one here that has nothing in front of it. Because when you do this yarn to have a drawstring to close it up, where it closes up like that, you have to do a drawstring. So I come over to the next one and I pull that over. So it's every other on the first. Now, if I can keep from banging. And you just peg over the yarn. When you make, a lot of people don't know this, when you make these scrubbies, you have to have an even number of pegs all the way around. You can't do an uneven peg. And then you wrap it again. That's really working out because I'm trying to figure out the best place to have that. And there's literally 14 rows on each one of these. They take me about a half an hour to make. And I just do this.
It reminds me of watching my sister when she used to make stuff like that. She used to have a potholder loom.
Oh, that had that where you hooked it and then you brought it across. Yes, yeah. I made one of those for my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, she used to love to do that.
That's definitely working.
And anytime anybody had a baby, she always had to make them a blanket. Because she crocheted, she knitted. She used to do all that stuff, all those crafty things. I have my little scissor holder here that she had.
Now I get to take that one off finally.
It's kind of grubby because it was hanging in her kitchen for a long time. Oops, it's backwards. I need to turn myself around.
There we go.
So you can actually. See, I have my little scissors in there. These are my scissors that I use for pretty much everything around here. And I could probably put it up like that. See if there's Cecile on it. She wrote that.
Let me see something here.
I keep going in the wrong direction.
I think that's working, isn't it?
Yeah, now you can read it, Cecile.
I'm not sneezing, but thank you. I'm talking to kids. I keep going like this. I'm talking to children. I'm being mommed.
I remember those days.
It's a holiday weekend. They didn't have school today, and we're running late on everything. So it's just what it is.
Bonnie, you can definitely hit the thumbs up. Anybody that wants to hit the thumbs up, please do.
Good night, everybody.
I did when I first came in.
I don't know how. Some people say that they hit thumbs up on their own lives. I can't do that. I feel like that's cheating. I don't know.
There we go. Raise that up a little bit.
On it like this, like I'll go back and hit the thumbs up after. Like I'll go back on your channel after you're done being live, and I'll like it then because I don't like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
We loved the Twix. And then Jimmy, I don't want that right now, baby. Jimmy, just put it on the counter. Jimmy took some to work and gave some to the guys he works with. And they said that they were better than real Twix because the cookie part is softer.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for stopping
Hi,
in.
Lauren.
How are ya? Is Joel a happy camper now that he had something to eat? I know he said he was getting hungry. He cracks me up.
I'm finally sitting down, Lauren, and I didn't burn dinner. Everyone's over there in the kitchen eating.
And no smoke coming out of the oven.
You don't see any smoke, you know. I told Lauren, see, he's happy. He's gonna go eat. I told Lauren, she called me, and I told her, I was like, I don't get it. You put a camera in my kitchen, and I start trying to burn things down. And
That's never a good thing.
no camera, no problems. But, you know.
Oh, man.
Do you want this, babe?
Okay, I'm trying to catch up here. I want to make sure that I'm reading all the chat.
I'm gonna pull it.
Nothing wrong with being confident in your content.
You're wanting me to pull it up on mine so you can watch it.
Lauren is watching the storms coming in. Stay safe out there. Prayers up for you.
Us too.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it right now.
Oh, yeah, I just heard I think you're cutting out there, Sarah. I think maybe you're gone. I don't know.
They aren't moving.
No, they're not moving, and her voice started going kind of digitized. Yeah, there they go. Oh God. Okay. Apparently they must have got it back again, because all right, let me see.
Lori,
Yeah, I'm trying to get
bring them back up.
yeah.
We lost you. Like, like
You noticed.
it literally looked like you ended the live, and I was the only one on the restream.
That's bizarre because you
Popped back up.
froze.
Yeah, and then it popped back up with us backstage, and I was like, "Did something just flicker?" Because
Yeah.
thunder rumbled right as it happened.
Oh, that's what happened then. That's why.
Everyone,
Glad you're back.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave this. I love all you wonderful people, but before I freeze or my weather causes something, I'm gonna leave it out here.
You don't want it to blow out your computer or whatever you're on.
I just don't want you guys to have, like a black screen frozen me on your live. So I'm gonna get out of here before that happens. I will still be watching, but I'll see you guys later.
All right, you stay safe.
You stay safe with these storms.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
God bless you.
You too.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Anytime. That made me nervous.
Nancy helped me set up my first restream.
Oh, good. Oh, she has restream?
No, I have restream.
Oh. Well, how did she help you set up restream if she doesn't have?
Basically stepped me through it so that I could hook it with my channel.
Oh. So she's had restream before, or?
She has. What she did is she basically, while I was on the computer here at home, she was I was showing her on my phone, and she got me through it so that I now have it programmed on my channel.
Excellent.
So it'll
Very good.
It'll definitely make it nice for my next live on Monday the 21st.
Yeah, because then you can have your extra camera, and yeah, that will definitely make a difference. Okay, now I got to catch up with chat because I was a little freaked out when Sarah and Jimmy disappeared. I was worried they were having a serious issue. Okay. If he's hangry, give him a Snickers. Chicken wraps. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Solar powered generator. I've heard a lot about those. We have a little tiny gas powered one, which would not do anything for us in the wintertime because we have electric heat, which could be a really bad thing. We'd probably have to go get a bigger one because the little one we have is, I think it's, I don't remember how many watts it will push. It's not a lot. It could keep our fridge and our freezer going, but not much more than that. Oh no, the weather is ramping up there too. You take care, Lauren.
Yes, definitely. Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah. Hi, Linda. Linda popped in.
Hi, Linda Peterson.
Okay. Mama's cooking is the best ever. Just want to say her one and only culinary arts kiddo, says Sarah. Okay, thanks for having us. I'll be hanging in the chat. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Carla says, stay safe, Sarah. Hubby was on the computer during a thunderstorm. Lightning hit the line and blew across the room in a rolling office chair. Fried the computer. Yeah, that's not a good thing, Carla. Definitely not a good thing. Wow. Butane cookers. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's okay. I'm running late too because I'm trying to catch up with chat. My oldest used my phone to say that. Oh, okay. She doesn't have YouTube. So apparently, Linda Peterson says, "Hey there. Laurie's prepping for heaven. Rebecca touched by yarn. Circle J Homestead. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. and Silver Serpent. That is a tongue twister for me. I don't know why, but it always is. And Sarah's saying hi to Linda, and Silver Serpent is saying hi to Linda. It happened before I met him. Wow. That was Carla saying that. Okay. Now I am all caught up with chat. I'm sorry. It is. It's a tongue twister. You know, my brain is not working tonight. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I keep wanting to say it's Ann. Is it Ann? I don't remember. You can slap me if you want. I wouldn't blame you. YouTube asked if I would work for them, but I'm retired big time now.
You need to stay with people.
Yeah, Linda, I know what you mean. Being retired is good because you don't have to have any responsibilities and all that. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay, what was that weird buzz?
I have no clue. I didn't
just
hear
heard
it.
You didn't hear it?
No.
I heard a weird buzz in the computer. I don't know what it was. That was strange. Yeah, if you're retired, yeah, you don't want to go back to work. Especially not at my age. Or Linda's age, because Linda's the same age as me anyway. And Carla is listening, but need to do the dishes. Yeah. That's true, Linda. When you're a mod and you're modding for a whole bunch of channels, that's like a full-time job. Yes, she definitely is. It doesn't take long. She's fast.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've only got 4 more to do. Yeah, it's definitely having Restream is going to be nice because everybody's going to get to watch what I do.
Yeah, definitely.
And finally figuring out how this camera needs to be. I think I figured it out. I just turned it.
Ah.
You know, it pivots.
Well, that's good. Linda says, I eat trolls.
Oh, yes, she does.
And she has so much fun doing it. Her and Ace just love eating trolls. Aw, thank you, Carla. Before I start the dishes, happy early birthday, Laurie. Yeah, it's next week, just before the meetup. Thank you, thank you.
She likes to do dual view.
Yeah, yeah, Sarah said that. Yeah, I guarantee a lot of people are going to like that when you do your lives and you're making stuff. They're going to love
This,
watching you work.
being able to do this and
Linda says, "Oh, I do love it." She's talking about trolls. Whack a troll. That's what we used to call it. Whack a troll. That was back when we were on forums that didn't have video. It was just people would come in and start shooting their mouth off and being Joe Idiot, and the mods would have to smack them down. Yes, it is. Ah. Okay, I'll do that. I don't mind celebrating the whole month of April just for my birthday. That sounds like a good plan to me.
once I found out I could do this on yes, she got 2 hats and a blanket.
And a blanket.
She did not even know because she was I don't remember what live she was on, but she was kind of like, man, I'm really cold. And I told somebody, I think it was Des, and I says, I'm going to make Linda a blanket. We didn't even tell her that it was coming to her. Well, I told her I was shipping her something, but I didn't tell her what it was. So that she had the tracking number to keep an eye on it. But the live that's going to go on this coming Monday, I'm going to be showing the hats and the scrubbies that I have and the blanket that's going to Tin Killer.
That are going to do that. Yeah.
I
saw the you had it all already posted on the thing. I think I put the notification on for it. But I think I have a timer set.
Did I set that thing up at 7 or 8?
I think it was 8:00.
So it'd be 9 your time, right?
Yeah.
I might want to go back in and I might want to go back in and check because I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know if you can change it in StreamYard. You might have to change it in YouTube.
No, I can change it in the. I've changed it in StreamYard.
Oh, you're gonna.
Well, but it's on Restream.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to change the time on Restream yet. If once you set up a scheduled live, I have no idea how to change the time in Restream, but you can change it on YouTube.
I think this is the last row.
thank you so much. I will celebrate you all month. How do we send a gift? Oh God, no. I don't do PayPal. No, no, I don't want. Nobody needs to send me money. I'm fine. But thank you. That's really sweet. I don't give out my address because I don't have a post office box, and I really don't like the idea of giving people my street address on YouTube because you never know what cuckoos are gonna come knocking on my door because they decide that they don't like that lady and they're gonna go give her grief. You never know. There's a lot of cuckoo people out there. Yeah, I don't give out my mailing address very often. I've given it to I think two people. I think I gave it to Chris, and I know I gave it to Rebecca because she sent me my hat.
And don't ask me to give it to you because it ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
My last row now.
You can tell. I mean, look at it. It's getting longer and longer and longer.
14 rows are done.
That's what's great about the extra camera is you can actually see how big it's getting. Yeah, it is.
Set that there. So I want you guys to be able to see this. You see how I cut that off? I bring it over that first one. And you pull it through. So that takes it off that peg.
Oh, now I get it.
You get it?
Yeah, now I get it.
So basically, I pull that all the way through, and it just takes it off. Now, the hats, I don't do it this way. I do it differently. For the beanies with the brim on it, with the band, it's done differently than this.
Okay. That is cool.
Get over there, please. You see how it came back on me?
I don't want to go. You can't make me go. I just do pop-ups for an hour or so for myself. Oh, that's what Linda said. Carla says I prefer to be called special, not cuckoo. I don't care if I'm cuckoo. I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I think
or it used to be.
Cuckoo makes life funner.
Yeah. A little cuckoo. Like the cuckoo bird. Cuckoo is a bird. If you get hate mail, have the mailman take care of it with policeman also. Yeah, but see, that's why. If it goes to if I had a post office, I don't think I'm going to be getting all that much stuff from people on YouTube that I'd have to get a post office box, but they're getting really expensive. When I was a kid, it was only like $15 a year or some stupid thing. but apparently it's like probably twice that much a month. And I'm going, yeah, I don't think I need a post office box for that.
See what it did? Just got pulled together.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just hook onto that, bring it to the inside. See how this closes up?
Pull it like a drawstring.
Yes, just like a drawstring. So
That
you have a drawstring on the bottom and the top both. I know this is a little bit harder because I'm trying to flatten this out.
Yeah, that is
And basically
cool.
what I do is I pull this as tight as I can over here. I'm going to tie these two together. Then what I end up doing is the longest one here, I put on the needle, if I can find it.
Oh, what am I doing?
What did I do with my needle?
It's a yarn needle. Okay.
Hopefully it's not on the floor anywhere, so you're going to step on it.
I put it away.
Oh, good.
I wasn't planning on coming up here, and I thought, I've got 3 more of these to finish. I was so surprised that when I did that first skein of this, I was able to make 7 scrubbies out of that one skein.
That's pretty good. Is that a single skein or a double?
Single.
A single skein?
I don't remember. I've got them back in my bedroom of how much yards is on each one. I think it's like 190 something. It's not very much. It's the I think it's peaches and cream or something like that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm
How's
going
that?
to put that over there.
How's that phone coming?
That looks better.
Ooh,
Rebecca, how's that?
it's Ronald. It's good. Yeah, that definitely does work. I'm just trying to get the white here is a
That's
it's the scrubby yarn. So then what I do is I put my needle in that hole, and not where you have, I'd have to show you on the other ones, but what I do is I pull that up through. Now let me grab another scrubby over here. This one will show you a lot better. I got snack packs. So when someone wants to get one of the scrubbies, they just take this out and they have it. Now, let me show you here. What I'm doing is going in between the low area, and you can see that stitching where I've looped across and up and down all the way
you
around.
need to pull that down towards the middle.
Let's go back this way.
Yeah.
You can see that yarn that goes around here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sewing through that to keep this from pillowing. See how this is pillowed right now?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's gonna get flatter, not as flat as this one does. And then I take the shorter one and I put it around here, around this area. So it makes it much flatter. But yeah, I got these snack packs to keep the two together, and all the people need to do is just pull that out.
Cool.
And they have their scrubbies. So watch what
Yeah,
I'm going to do. See how it have that in between? I'm just going to go around this and sew.
Gotta go. Be back in a bit. Okay, Linda. Sarah said I made my youngest 2 girls newborn hats like that. I guess on one of those little looms.
My
Hi, Ronald.
brother.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good. I bought some TALENT arms from Parts Express, 2 of them, and they are holding one camera in front of the screen that we use for YouTube, and the other screen's got something on it, and the other one I brought up top to where it points down.
Nice.
I was going to put the microphone on one of these, but we couldn't do that, so it's still sitting on the desk.
Waiting for
No, it's just going to stay that way. It's just going to sit on the desk like it's always done.
Oh, okay.
It's a Zeal Sound USB microphone with RGB.
Oh, is that the one that lights up?
Uh-huh. It's got red, green, and blue. It does a red, green, and blue in it.
Metal. I know. I seen what they asked. Yes, I use a metal. Yes, I do have a plastic one, but I tend to bend them too much, so I got metal.
Yeah, the way you're using it, I would think that the metal ones hold up a little better than a plastic would.
You see, it's metal.
Yeah.
It is a metal one.
Oh, they're out of food. Okay.
12 years ago. Wow. $90 a year. Ew-wee. Yeah, that's a bit much. Is that for a big box? Because I know there's different size post office boxes you can get. But I doubt that I would ever use anything that was
yes, it is. I mean, you see how I'm having to kind of wiggle to get this through, because the scrubby type yarn is a little bit harder to pull through this.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that you're kind of struggling with it.
Yeah, the other type I don't, but this one, yeah, you really do. Okay, come on.
It's getting a little shorter.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
You're back, Lauren. Yeah, is it?
$30. Just got renewal notice. $30 for 6 months. Wow.
Lauren said the weather is getting weird. Well, you stay safe. Whatever you got to do. Keep an eye on it and make sure you're up on all the notifications. And if you need to go, then don't worry about going because we know how it is.
See how that flattened that out?
Oh yeah,
You know,
it's
it's
not as
still
puffy anymore. So do you tie those into a knot before you snip?
I bring this is to this point. I'll bring it up to here and I'll tie it, and then I will take this one and go this way and the other one the other way.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it probably does. Depend on where you are.
Oh, someone cleaned out the cellar today.
Oh, Sarah said we got thunder and lightning for now. Nothing else yet. Well, hopefully don't get anything else. I mean, if there's no rain, then thunder and lightning is not a good thing, but it'd be much better if you had rain with it because then it's less likely to have tornadoes. At least that's what I heard. $30 for 6 months. Yeah, I bet it depends on where you are. I'm gonna have to go down to the post office and find out how much it would cost around here. Because we're in a little town just outside of Worcester, and our mail comes through Worcester. So, and we're like less than 10 miles, I think, from Worcester Center. More like 5 or 6 miles from the post office, the main post office in Worcester. Which that's, yeah, I don't know if I'd ever want to get a post office box in Worcester though, because who the heck wants to, where it's located is not a good place to try and get in and out of. It's a pain in the butt. It's on a very busy street corner, right across from a big hospital, and there's a big intersection right next to it. It's right on the corner. Yeah, it's not a good place to go there.
We have two post offices. One that's at our mall.
Yeah. There's one at
There
the
it
mall
is.
here too. The little, not really a mall. It's like a little convenience area that's got, a little restaurant and a little the dentist office and all kinds of other little shops and stuff. A strip mall, that's what they call it. Because we're just a little town. That is absolutely fantastic. That was quick.
You guys get a sneak peek of ones that I made. Now, you're going to definitely see a difference in this yarn. This is scrubby yarn that is cotton. You see how much shorter it is?
Yeah.
But it's still scrubby. You can tell just by looking at it that it is scrubby, and this one's not.
Oh.
And these are both the same color, except this one just has the cotton red scrubby in it.
The red scrubby.
burn any though, see?
That's cool. If it's cotton, that should be great for doing cast iron.
The white is not cotton. It's polyester.
Right, but the one that you just showed us was
Is all cotton.
it's all cotton. Yeah.
So all I've got is 2 more to make for the scrubbies,
Nice.
and I will be done with those. This is my favorite thing. This is one of those cookie cans
Yeah. I
that
have
I'm
one.
able to keep things in. Too bad these scissors won't go in because of that little thing right there.
Yeah.
Now to put my needles away. My needle. That's how I know it's put away. And did you see whose sticker's on there?
Yes, I did, Miss Ann Dale. Which Carla wants to know which scrubby yarn is softer.
I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. That is the softest. Called I Love This Cotton.
Oh, that's the name of it. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
My
So-
mouse pad is pretty dirty, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks kind of, yeah, like it's been around for a while.
It has. Oh, and everybody got to see a scrubby being made tonight.
Yeah.
I get to take that down now. Remove source.
All right.
Wow,
Yeah.
almost 2 hours now.
Put you back.
Sometimes
like
I need to relax. I need to relax my hands.
Yeah, yeah. Because they can get kind of crampy after you do all that. The big concern is rocks being in with my hands. Oh, during the storm, you mean? Joel just went to bed and took the dogs with him. I might get 15 minutes apiece before I drop.
That's Lauren. That's exactly why I'm bringing. I don't know how many scrubbies I'm going to have, but this time when I come to you to this meetup, I am not bringing that much yarn. There's only I'm bringing some baby yarn for Grumpy to pick out what of the pink baby yarn that I have, so I can make her baby blanket for her little girl. And I don't want to be working on things. I want to talk to people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that first time
socialize, not
that first time I went, I was sitting back there and not really meeting people.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of going is to meet with people.
It is.
And to socialize and get a chance to actually talk face to face with them.
Definitely.
Linda says she's back again. Joel just went. Oh yeah, Joel. I already read that. Which scrubby yarn is softer? Okay, we already answered that.
Yes.
Rebecca's scrubbies are amazing for cast iron. That needs daily cleaning. Yeah, see, I figured they'd be great for
a
cast
lot of people make a not a good choice. you do not use, once you have seasoned your cast iron skillet, you do not use dish soap on it. It is just
Yeah, I don't.
hot to warm running water.
Yeah.
That's it. And you don't want to be too abrasive with it, or even, I didn't realize this, that I have a flat griddle
Griddle, yeah.
that I've been using metal, which is not good because you're taking that coating off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal
You either use
flippers.
wood, yeah, pancake turners and stuff. You should not use metal. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because you're scraping off your coating.
Patina, yeah. Yep, that's true.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Is Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr., is that Carla?
That's Carla, yeah.
That's Carla. Okay. You're welcome. Not a problem. I figured, hey, Lori probably wouldn't mind watching me do that and making a scrubby, and just everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you're going to get arthritis in your hands." No, I'm not, because
that's good
I'm
for you.
using them.
Right, you're keeping them nimble.
Definitely in the winter. I'm gonna bring that other camera up so you guys can see this. Not a lot of people have. There's the camera. Go ahead and bring that back up. I'm going to show you guys something. Can you guys see that scar there?
Let me switch over to the other.
See that scar right here?
Oh, yeah.
I broke my wrist in 2013.
Aha.
And the bone broke at an angle.
Ooh.
It wasn't straight across. It was broken at an angle.
That's not good.
And of course, I didn't have insurance at the time. So came back in the house and, had my arm up like this, holding it, and Ace wrapped it. Went to bed.
Oh, jeez.
Put it on a pillow. Well, it was icy outside. I wasn't going to drive.
Yeah.
I was going to wait till it was light so I could be able to see. And Ronald went with me, and they said, "Oh, it's broke." And I says, "I'm not going to be able to fix this. I don't have any money." And because it was the university hospital, which gets money from the state and from the federal government, they says, "All you've got to do is fill out." I was living with my mother. I wasn't making any money. I wasn't. And she signed a paper. Yeah, it was after my divorce that I took care of my mom and my brother. And I had a business, but I wasn't able to do that business anymore. So people put in money to the university hospital, and my bill was completely paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Most hospitals will do that if you have an emergency.
Compound makes me think that it's sticking through your skin. It was not. If I'm thinking correctly, compound means that you've poked through the skin. I had not. It was just at an angle. And the bone was 3 millimeters away. And I basically told them, I says, I'm not going to be able to have that surgery. And they said, "Oh, yes, you will."
Oh, yes, you will.
Oh, yes, you will.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's a teaching hospital.
It is. Yeah. So
yeah, they're not gonna send you away.
No. And I filled out the paperwork, and I never had to pay anything.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's what ended up happening is there's of course a titanium plate in there and screws.
Yeah.
And of course in the winter this thing really starts hurting, so I have a compression neoprene fingerless glove that I wear. You know, when it starts getting colder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surgery had to happen
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, there's that nice little scar there, and
Yeah, that's not.
yes, definitely happy Easter, everyone. Happy Good Friday.
Good night, Sarah.
Good night.
I'm heading to bed. I'll see you next time, and I'll see some of you in person next week. I wish I could be there. Trust me. I would give anything to be able to go. But you're way over there in Oklahoma, and I'm way up here in Massachusetts. So it's a little bit far.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a 24-hour drive.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I have a
It would
fourth
take
of that.
me to get there.
Mine's about a 6 hour with no breaks. So we're gonna try to have everything loaded up the night before, except us and the dog.
You said no brakes, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, no brakes? What do you mean?
Well, that means not stopping. There's no way this lady can drive that far because my brother doesn't drive. I'm going to be driving the whole way.
Yep. Okay.
And here we go. I'm going to remove it now.
I've got to get to bed. Okay. Good night, Lauren.
Good night, Lauren.
All right. Let's put that back.
But now they did it really nice. I thought they really did a nice job on that incision.
Yeah. That's not bad. I mean, considering that you had such a bad break.
Yeah, definitely. And moving a lot keeps that arthritis out of these joints. And
yeah, working with your hands definitely helps arthritis. I mean, doctors will tell you that you need to exercise your hands or elbows, whatever arthritis is giving you a problem with. You need to move it. If you don't move it, you're going to lose it.
Ends up you start hurting a lot more when you don't move.
Yeah, exactly. It gets worse.
Well, that's not bad. Oh, you're only an hour? Wow.
From 10 kilometers. Oh, yeah. That's pretty quick. Yeah, because you guys live near Amy, right? You're not too far from Amy. Because Sarah is Chris Leonard's sister, and they don't live too far apart. As far as I know, they live pretty close.
I'm in Columbia, Missouri. That's where I'm at. So
yeah, I'm in Massachusetts.
We're right in the middle of the state.
Yes.
Good night, Bonnie. I miss you. Thanks for coming in. I'll be seeing you.
They're about 30 from Amy. Okay.
Have a great weekend. Yes, happy Easter. God bless you, Bonnie.
It's so strange. I'm so used to looking up there at the top of the monitor, and now my camera's down here. I keep doing this, and it's like, no, it's not up there.
Mine is up there.
Um,
And I have my other monitor down here, and the camera's up there, the monitor's down here, so it always looks like I'm looking down.
I'm about to show you where this thing is sitting. Okay, now turn down the brightness on this so I don't blind you guys.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Okay, here we go.
Want me to bigify you?
Now, see it?
Oh, yeah.
That's where the camera is.
Okay.
That's where it is.
So
right
now, see, that's what I need. I need a camera that I can mount on this monitor.
Yep.
That's
where it is. It's a bar system that basically can come up underneath the monitor here, and then it brings this arm over. This one is taller and it goes over the monitors, the one that I was using for the the other camera.
They had two short extensions and two long extensions.
If you're ready to, yeah.
Two short and two long. The too long, I put a long, a short for the top one, then a long one on the arm that allows you to swivel. So I moved it over from where it was originally to a different location. But this thing makes it to where you could tie it to two different points.
That's good. Gives you
and it's a good
little choice of which way you want it to point.
Yeah, it's a good good system. And if you go to partsexpress.com, you can get a look at these arms that I have.
Parts Express. I think I bought stuff from them before too.
Yeah, they.
Do you guys hear a scratching sound?
Yes, I do.
It's Blue. He's dreaming.
Oh, I was wondering because it sounds like dog's toenails.
It is.
I thought he was walking around, but yeah.
No, he's
Yep.
Yep.
He's chasing something in his dreams.
He certainly is.
Yeah. I have definitely seen that before. My dog used to do the same thing. She'd be running.
He's still
and getting like,
he doesn't do that.
Every once in a while she'd get really into it, and when she was really in deep sleep, it was like she was barking and chasing something. Not quite barking out loud, but just making a noise with her mouth.
I know there's times Denver will go boo, boo, boo.
Yep.
And I'll just start laughing. And it's like, okay.
Yep.
Oh, he wants
I
me to.
decided to bring the box,
Oh.
and it has it where you have ProFlex desktop boom microphone camera stand with adjustable full motion 3/8, 5/8, and a 1/4 inch at the end.
So you can use it for a camera or a microphone.
Yes.
Both. That's cool.
My dog's
Carlos,
barking.
my dog's barking their sleep. Sounds like water dripping.
It is so funny.
Yep.
Not that I'm asking you to look at my videos, but I have a video of Denver, the one down here. And there's Troy.
Yeah. Stealing you like a bad itch. Won't go away no matter what you do.
Oh, what was I?
Video.
His video, he was laying down eating. My lazy dog.
Laying down eating. Oh,
Yes.
I have seen dogs do that.
He's like,
Yep. Yeah. Too lazy to stand up and eat. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you, dog?
There's a lot of people that go to that video that are coming to my channel for the first time, that they will watch that video of Denver laying down eating.
Laying down eating.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've seen dogs do that. Linda says she's going to the La La Land.
Okay.
See you later. Some other day.
I hope someday that I'm able to drive to Illinois to see Linda.
Yeah,
That would be so great.
definitely. You take care of yourself, Linda. Sweet dreams. I don't know what the weather's like up there. I hope you're okay up there. Yeah, you're watching storms. I don't blame you, Sarah. You be safe out there.
It's saying that we're supposed to get 50% chance of rain.
Yeah. I haven't watched Ryan Hall or Max Velocity at all this week. I see their notifications that they're going live because there's storms going on, but I just say a quick prayer for whoever's in the vicinity of the storms. And I've been just a little on the busy side. And, trying to set up things on my channels and doing stuff around the house. So I haven't had a heck of a lot of time. Carlos says, I thought you fell asleep, Troy. He does that every now and then. He'll snooze for a while and then wake up and say, "Oh, hi, I'm back. I fell asleep." That's a very good idea. I was wondering because you did mention the fact that you cleaned the cellar. That's a good idea. At least if things get really bad out there, you can go down in the cellar. It's unusual for anybody in your neck of the woods, apparently, to have a cellar. But yeah, I mean, if we were having a storm or if we were hearing that tornadoes were coming towards us, that's where we'd go. A cellar is a very good thing to have.
I really have no place to go.
You don't have a cellar. Yeah, I know. I don't
We
know
have
why
a we have a we have a
don't.
we have a crawl space, but I'm not crawling under the house.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Chris has too. Chris has a crawl space under his house, and it's like I don't understand why they don't build a foundation and have a cellar under a house. I've never heard of that before. Absolutely, Troy. Right there with you.
Yes, me too. Yes, everybody's safe in these storms.
Oh, Sarah says, no, we just sprayed for ants and replaced batteries in lights and fans.
So, how many of the people that are in chat are going to be at 10 Killer? I know Circle J will be.
Yep, Sarah's definitely going to be there.
And
Troy,
Carla, are you
Troy
going to be
won't
able to make it?
Troy won't be there. He's going to Mid America.
He's going to Mid America stuff.
Yeah, because he can't make it to 10 Killer. But somebody is picking him up at his house and taking him with them on the way to 10 Killer.
Same.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true, Carla. Some places the water table is too high to have a cellar. We live on a family compound with Jimmy's parents and his sister and her family. So we have a cellar we can all use. Ah, that's good. That's good. So you're like all in one area. That's not bad. But it's tough to get everybody into the cellar. I mean, it depends on how far away the houses are from each other, but if they're fairly close together, that's a good idea. That'll definitely make a difference. Because a cellar is the best place to be if there's a tornado or a hurricane. We do have a cellar, and we finally got it cemented about 20 years ago. So, because when we first moved here, it was a dirt cellar, and it was nasty down there. And we used to have all kinds of creepy crawly things that would crawl out of the cellar. Yeah, that's never fun.
When I lived in Seattle, Washington, I got to go through an earthquake, but at the time that it was happening, I was laying on my bed and didn't know it was an earthquake till afterwards.
Oh, we've had earthquakes in Vermont and New Hampshire that we could feel them all the way down here because they'd be like early in the morning or something or late at night. And I'd say, what the heck is shaking my bed? And the next day I'd find out that there was an earthquake in Vermont or New Hampshire or Western Massachusetts or Connecticut or New York even. There was one that hit New York not too long ago, and we felt it all the way up here.
Yeah. Troy, what Gary is it? Belt Loop 29? He said David Moffat and Gary. I was just wondering if
it's Belt Loop.
It's not Belt Loop. Okay.
No, it's not Belt Loop. I can't remember the channel.
I do know David Moffat.
David Moffat is in New York State.
Oh.
He's in upstate New York, up towards I'm not sure. I think he's somewhere near the Niagara area, or I'm not positive. But they're going to be because this Gary is a truck driver.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be driving all night, and they're going to be coming and picking up Troy at like 2:00 in the morning or something. He's not sure exactly what time they're going to get there, but they're going to be coming and picking him up in the middle of the night, and then drive to Oklahoma from there. And they should be there by sometime late in the morning, I think.
That is so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren had a hand in setting that up.
The thumbnail picture I put up is of me when I had short hair.
I saw that. Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I found that when I was looking through the folders and stuff, and the other person that was beside me that was further up by Mom,
yeah,
was my sister Judy.
Oh,
and the one directly across from her is Ronald.
Oh my word, that didn't even look like Ronald.
Well, it is. And then the one that was in front of Ronald is my brother Roscoe, that's kind of gone AWOL from our family.
Oh, really? Oh,
Really.
That sucks.
He's like, oh, you can get rid of all the pictures with me in it. No. You're still my brother, even if you don't want to be part of our family.
Yeah.
He wanted me to get rid of the pictures that he gave me and put on my computer. I said, no way, I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's kind of nice to see the people that he was with.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the people were family members, and I ain't going to get rid of it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen stuff like that happen in our family too. It's like this person doesn't like that person, and they don't want to have anything to do with the family at all anymore, and they go off on their own. It's like, okay, if that's the way you want to be, but you're still part of the family, whether you think so or not, or whether you want to be or not. You can't. You can't. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your relatives. Sorry, you're still related, whether you like it.
You can't pick your family, So
No, your family is your family. They can't change that. Sarah says, I'm not sure where they are staying, but we will probably not be staying because it's so close to our house. We can just drive down for the day. That's good. That's good. So that saves you money on having to pay for a campsite or hotel rooms or motel rooms or whatever, or bringing a camper and all that kind of expense. That's yeah, just jump in the vehicle and go. I'm guessing you have a large vehicle with that gang.
They've either have a, like a SUV or a van.
Or a van, yeah.
Yeah,
A very large van.
like a 15
Or a
passenger
couple of
van.
SUVs. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went to Wyoming in a U-Haul a few years.
Cargo van.
Cargo van.
We ended up taking the one dog with us. It was a small Chihuahua that we had, and the other dogs, we had a friend that took care of them, and so it was really kind of nice. We took the little Chihuahua with us. She isn't here with us anymore.
Yeah.
And what we ended up doing was we put the cots in the back and slept on the cots in the back of the van.
Yep. That's a good thing about a van is, it's you can just set it up like a camper and just.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sleeping on the floor with some mats, which was comfortable.
Yep. You get those blow up mattresses, that'll work too.
Yeah.
Certainly does.
We used to do that when we went. We used to go every year to out towards Albany to a music festival, a folk music festival that we used to go to every year.
Wow.
And we used to have a tent, and we'd just throw air mattresses in the tent and all sleep. The kids didn't need a huge bed. They could sleep. They could sleep on the ground and they wouldn't care.
When did we sleep in a tent?
Was it Mid-America Meetup?
Oh.
We got wet.
Oh God! Would that happen?
My bed, my cot was wet.
There is nothing worse than sleeping on a wet mattress.
Oh, I know. It was like, okay.
Or a wet ground in a sleeping bag. Not fun.
No, it wasn't, but
it wasn't sealed.
But it poured.
Oh,
and it was just running right in the right through the door, at the bottom of the door. It was just coming in, and there was nothing we could do about it. Yeah, it was not fun. Sarah says they're about an hour from 10 Killer and Mid-America. So, yeah, that's not bad. Oh, she's got an Explorer, and he has a small SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, it's a Toyota Avalon car.
Yep.
That's what. We didn't get it back today.
You didn't get it back today? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. 'Cause
Why
we were planning on going to the farmers market, and we're not gonna be able to.
I called neighbors, but
What about
we'll be going for the weekend.
Of course, Ronald.
they're not open on Saturdays, so you could pick it
Well,
up?
they're only open from 8 to 12.
Yeah, but they can't finish it tomorrow.
Oh, they're going to finish it tomorrow, but I won't. I'm kind of thinking, and we don't have neighbors. Neighbors are not going to be here to be able to take us there, so we could get the car
To pick it up. Oh,
to pick it up. Yeah.
Oh, that stinks. Ugh.
So
So you're not going to get to go to the farmer's market before?
Nope.
Hi,
Marianne Bimler.
Well, hopefully you have a neighbor that could bring you. That would be good.
Even if they could get us, someone get us to the farmer's market, we could catch the bus to go to where the car is to get it.
Well,
Marianne Bimler came in.
Yep, I see that. Hello, Marianne. Thank you all for coming in. Much
Definitely.
appreciated.
It's completely out of nowhere.
I think I'm going to head to bed. I'm getting tired.
Not a problem.
I'll talk to you later, and everyone have a great night.
Absolutely.
And see you in YouTube land, and talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
God bless you. Have a great Easter. Hello, Marianne. How are ya? Let's see. I think I want to do that. And pull that up there. I'm all alone. I haven't been alone all night. My first visitor was Paul Case. You need to go to bed. Okay, Carla. Yeah, I bet. You have a great night and have a happy and holy Easter, and God bless you. Happy Easter to you too, Marianne. I'm doing okay, all things considered. I need to sit. Okay.
For reasons that don't make sense.
Does anybody else want to come up and join me? Feel free. Okay. What am I going to do now? Well, it was nice to have a bunch of people up here tonight because usually Good Fridays are not good for me.
It was so random.
What am I going to do? I think everybody's kind of laid back tonight. Not a lot of chatting going on. Oops, that's the wrong side, stupid. My hair is sticking out.
What even did you that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah. Good Friday is always hard for me because everybody wants to think he's risen. No, he's not yet. He's still in the tomb. It's like I don't know. It's odd. I feel a little odd
It made no sense.
when people start wishing me happy Easter and it's the beginning of Holy Week. It's like that's a little premature. You can't get a how did Bishop Sheen say that? Or was it might have been Father Karapi. No cross, no crown. Everybody has their own cross to carry. Whatever it is. You know, I somebody's got arthritis, somebody's got this, somebody's got that, somebody's getting old, somebody's broke a leg or whatever. They're all crosses. That's what Jesus said, pick up your cross and follow me because you're all going to have them. Put them to use. Use them to pray for other people that need it. That's why Catholics tend to say, offer it up. Offer it up to God and say, I have this friend that really needs your help, but they don't believe in you. So I'm just going to offer up this little misery that I'm going through right now to help, get a little bonus points for them so they can get a little more grace and maybe come around to believing. That's just the way it is. That's what we're all supposed to be doing. I can't believe it's this early. It's only 12:30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see that little itch? Offer it up. I get this little itch. Maybe it's somebody that's being an itch to me and they need a few prayers. So I'll just offer that up as a prayer for them. Exactly. We're all supposed to be praying for each other. That's why I can't understand why non-Catholics don't understand why we pray to saints. Do you ask your friends to pray for you? Does that mean you're worshiping them? No. It's because everybody can share the burden. Everybody prays together. And God says, oh, look at all these people that are praying for this person. It's great. Well, when somebody dies, they're not dead. Their soul is still alive. Very much 100% alive and well. Jesus said, the Father is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living. Moses and not Isaiah. I always want to say Isaiah. It's not Isaiah. No, not Ezekiel. I can't remember his name. Why can I never remember his name? Anyway, when Jesus was on Mount Tabor and Moses came and Jesus transfigured in front of Peter, John, and James. And Peter wanted to build tents for Moses and why can't I think of his name? Somebody tell me. Oh, I'm going to have to look it up. I am. Let's go to the Bible. Let's do a search. Mount Tabor. New Testament. Thank you very much. New Testament, not Old Testament. Dingbat. Could not find Tabor. Okay. I am going to find this, whether it takes me all night. Okay. Here it is. Elias. Elijah. That's who it was. I could not remember his name. Why do I always think it's Isaiah? Hello, dumbass. Sorry. Pardon my French. Anyway, when he went up to Mount Tabor, he was talking to Moses and Elijah. Were they dead? Well, Moses was. Elijah was taken up. So he wasn't dead. But Moses was. And Jesus was talking to them. And they were discussing the fact that he had come and he was the Messiah and all this. And everybody was watching the three of them standing there talking. And there was a cloud overshadowing them, and a voice came out of the cloud saying, "This is my most beloved son, hear ye him." And immediately looking about, they saw no man anymore, but Jesus only standing there. He talks to the dead. Why did he talk to the dead? Was he performing necromancy? No. Don't be silly. The people that we hold up as saints have to be pretty darn saintly to get our attention, to be able to be referred to as saints. It takes a lot for the church to declare a saint, because trust me, it ain't easy. Wow. I scared everybody away. Okay. I'll shut up. Maybe I should just shut it down. You ask your friends to pray for you. That's pretty sad. It's Good Friday. I shouldn't be surprised. I don't know. Is anybody still out there? Speak up. All right. I think I'm going to just shut it down because I don't see anybody saying anything. It's like everybody ran away. Cat got your tongue. They're probably busy. Let me come over here and do this. No. Hide that because I don't want to see that. Hide that because I don't want to see that. Okay. Well, now come back over here. Back over here. Hello, Troy. You're still out there. I figured you would be. Everybody else has been toddling off to bed. My housekeeper shampooed the carpets today, but had to leave before it was dry. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, I hope you didn't pull a stomach muscle. Were you walking across the wet carpet and slipped or something? I hope you didn't fall. Oh. Do you use a walker or a cane or something when you're walking, Troy? Inquiring minds want to know. And how's it going with your housekeeper anyway? Do you guys get along good? I muted myself. What? Seriously? No, I didn't. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I don't know why. Can you not hear me? What the heck's going on? Because as far as I know, I'm not muted because it shows my microphone is in use. And according to Restream, it's the indicator of sound on the microphone on the speaker says it's fluctuating. So it's going with my voice. It's going up and down. Can you hear me? Did you mute me? Maybe you muted me accidentally. I backed out and came back in. Still no sound. What the hey? I don't understand that. That makes no sense, Troy. Because I'm definitely not muted. Because this is muted. Watch the little microphone. Okay. Can you hear me? That's weird. Are you sure it's not your phone? Are you on your phone? Maybe you accidentally muted your phone. What the heck is that song? Someone, can you hear me? Still no sound? Engage with your audience. See, I thought that's. Well, I'm glad you found out it was you and not me, because I didn't think I was muted because it showed that my microphone was working fine. And I'm thinking, no, am I losing it? What am I going nuts? My hair is sticking out all over the place. Like these little short ends that just love to peek out. That's one of the reasons why I like wearing a hat. Because the little ends come out and they start tickling my face and they drive me nuts. And I hate that when that happens. So yeah, I'm glad you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Still, it still shows there's 3 people. And I know it ain't counting me because when there's nobody here, that little eyeball doesn't have anything on it. It doesn't show any numbers. But when somebody's in, then it pops up with a number. So there's 2 people that are hiding in the background. I'm guessing one of them is probably Avid. Ace! Tommy, can you hear me? Yes. Pinball Wizard. Yep, that's what I was thinking of. You're right. Absolutely. Let's see. I need to do that. And then bring it back up again because for some silly reason, when a notification pops up and makes a sound, it leaves like a shadow image on the other monitor. I can't figure out why. Okay, now it shows there's 5 people watching. I don't know, but it's a little cuckoo. So, Troy, I was trying to ask you if you fell on your wet floor or if you slipped, and if you use a walker or something when you're walking across your floor. I mean, you'd think that the housekeeper would have known that if the floor is going to be, if the carpet's going to be wet, it's going to be slippery. That's not a good thing. I don't know what the temperatures are like down there if you have your heat on. You know, blow a fan across your across the rug to get it to dry quicker. It'd be probably even better if it was chilly enough out there to turn the heat on. You move the furniture back. Oh, so you were lifting stuff up. Oh, that's not good. So you could have pulled a muscle. Did your physical therapist tell you could move furniture? Why didn't the housekeeper move the furniture back in? What the heck? Somebody's yelling? I'm guessing he's playing a game or he's got a movie going up there. Tommy, can you hear me? Yeah, Pinball Wizard. It's a pinball wizard. I can't even remember it. I'm telling you, it sucks getting old because I can't remember half the songs I used to know all the way through. I used to know every single song. Now I can't remember half of them, even a line or two. Sent you a video. He ran out of time for the day. I know, but still. I mean, if he knows you're not supposed to be doing that, you're not supposed to be moving furniture. Ugh. That's not a very good thing. Ugh. They're not supposed to start a project and then not finish it before they leave. That's just dumb. Sorry. um yeah, I I haven't even I checked my email today because I wanted to check to see um if Chris sent me anything, and I didn't hear anything from Chris. And I didn't hear anything from Emily was supposed to send me an email for her job, her new job. She said she was going to let me know how it went, but I didn't see anything from Emily either. But I saw a whole bunch from you, and I know one of them has like 3 different music videos from Facebook again. He can only stay 2 hours a day. I know. Well, I hope you didn't pull a muscle. I was going to say something, but I don't think that would sound right. I'm hoping it was the other thing. Okay, so Ace is here and Troy is here. That's 2. There's still one more person in lurking in the background. I have no idea who it is, but it could be anybody. But I guess I chased a whole bunch of people away when I started talking about saints and praying to saints. It's like, they're not dead. But they've been taught things that are not correct. Sad but true. I'm sure there are those that would argue with that, but stop that, you stupid thing. Oh, that's one thing that I totally missed. Pinball Whiz. I haven't heard that in a long, long time. Yeah, I know I'm probably going to end up getting a strike for that. That is definitely a strange video, to say the least. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. Yes, he do. Uh, you know what? It's 1 o'clock. I thought I got up at 11 o'clock this morning. And after getting ready and, getting dressed and, all that doohickey and making my bed and all that, and coming down to make coffee, I looked at the clock down here and I'm going, wait a minute. It's 1:45? I thought I got up at 11 o'clock. What the hell? Or 20 past 11 or something. No, apparently it was 20 past 1. Yeah. I kind of slept very late today. I was not planning on staying in bed that long, but I did. I don't know why. I think I stayed up too late last night. It was after. Was it after? I think it was after 4 when I went to bed, and then it takes me a half hour just to get ready to climb in bed. Yep. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Anyway, I think I should. It seems like nobody's really into chatting tonight. Maybe I'm going to stay up for another 2 minutes to make it a 3-hour video, and then I'm going to call it. Because I have 2 hours and 58 minutes and 32 seconds. So I think yes, I think. Piano Man, yes. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Love you too, Troy. But I'm just going to sing one song before I go. I have to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it, but I might. I'm going to try. Good night, Ace. Nobody wants to hear me sing. That's okay. I'll just sing to myself. Or you can sing while I'm before I close it down. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. I think that's too high. So I'll cherish that old rugged cross till my body at last I lay down. I will cling to that old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Oh, that old rugged cross, so despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. So I'll cherish that old rugged cross, oh, till my body at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. In that old rugged cross, stained with blood so divine, a wondrous beauty I see. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to pardon and sanctify me. So I'll cherish that old rugged cross till my body at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To that old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. Yes, I will cherish that old rugged cross till my body at last I lay down. I will cling to that old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I will cling to the old rugged cross till my body at last I lay down. I will cling to that old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Good night, everybody. I love you. Remember, Jesus loves you. Remember to love Him. He's the only way to get to heaven. Good night, all.